When I was in HP, we had our fair share of calamities. Whenever the business would struggle, my boss would tell me we need to look for new and innovative ways to survive this crisis. Ako naman, I would argue back and say, Boss, it was the basics that brought us where we are today. And I really believe it will be the basics that will help us survive and grow through this crisis. And this is just a bigger application of the basics. So let me share with you the basics that I went back to, the fundamental principles of what brought us relative success. When I was reading the Bible and asking God, Lord, what should I do in order to make the business succeed and give my family a better life? The Bible showed me that God created us to be fruitful. And God revealed this idea sa akin in Genesis 1:28, which reads, God blessed them and God said to them, Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the earth and subdue it, and rule over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the sky, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. Do you know that this was the first commandment God gave man? And I really believe in this verse, in His first command, pinakita niya sa atin kung ano ang purpose natin sa buhay. And I believe it is to live in abundance by becoming fruitful. To be fruitful means to have more than enough so that you can be a blessing to others. And when I was studying this verse, I realized that in Genesis 1:28, God was giving us a model of how we should live our lives and how we should do our business. And since the day I realized that God wants me to become fruitful, I have been studying the ways of the plant and have been using it as a model in managing and growing our business. Let me share with you some of the things I've learned. I discovered that the seed contains everything a plant needs to start its life and to become fruitful. Alam ba nyo na ang seed hindi nagrereklamo na konti lang ang pagkain na pagsisimulan niya? Because the essence of becoming fruitful is to make more food from the food you have already. Meaning, ang isang seed gagamitin niya yung pagkain na nasa loob niya to produce roots so that it can make more food. And I learned that business should be the same. Dapat ang negosyo hindi magrereklamo na konti lang yung pera niya. Because the essence of business is to make more money from the money you have already. So hindi importante na malaki ka magsimula. Ang importante lang na matuto ka kung paano magpadami ng resources na meron ka na. To be fruitful, a seed needs to be planted in a place suited for it and be nurtured. Anong ibig sabihin na to? Can you grow mango trees in California? Have you ever heard of mango fruits coming from that place? Wala, di ba? Alam mo, if you plant a mango seed in California, naniniwala ako tutubo siya. However, hindi siya mamumunga. Kasi mamumunga lang isang mangga sa isang tropical place. Lugar kung saan mainit. Now, can you take an apple tree and plant it in the Philippines? Lalaki ba siya? Ang sagot, oo. Because at a certain point in my life, I tried it. Nakakuha kami ng masarap na apple galing sa Japan and tinanim namin. Lumaki, pero never namunga. Kasi an apple needs the four seasons of a temperate country in order to produce fruits. Sa negosyo, it is the same. If you want a business to become profitable, dapat mo siya ilagay sa isang lugar na tama siya. What do I mean? You see, Filipinos tayo. And I really believe na ang blessing natin andito sa bansang ito. However, many people believe that a better life can be found elsewhere. So we migrate around the country. Some people go abroad, not realizing that the best opportunity for them may be where they were born. Anong ginawa ng COVID-19? You know, COVID-19 removed all the opportunities that we thought were better. And so we were forced to go home and to ask ourselves, what opportunities do I have around me? However, even if you start an opportunity, pag hindi mo siya inalagaan, hindi mo siya ni-nurture, hindi rin niyo siya kikita. Ang dapat gawin ng isang farmer para lumaki ng magandang isang tanim niya is to take care of it and make sure that the roots are strong and healthy. The roots are the most important part of the plant. It decides how big it will grow and how fruitful it will become. Now, why is this so? You remember the lesson of photosynthesis in your science class in high school or maybe in college? Di ba? Photosynthesis means you take water and carbon dioxide, mix them, and then the plant will be able to produce carbohydrates. Carbon dioxide is unlimited in the air. However, the ability of the plant to get water is limited by its roots. Kaya importante na magpalaki ang tanim ng roots so that it can drive the plant to grow and to become fruitful in the future. The roots represents the plant's ability to anchor itself and absorb the nutrients around it. For a plant to become fruitful, it must stay put. The roots give it that ability. Ano ang mangyayari sa tanim pag linipat-lipat mo ang tanim? Uy, mamamatay ang tanim. And it is true in business. Many people hindi mapakali. After trying one business, pag hindi nag-work, they move to another, they move to another, they move to another. And by doing so, they did not give their business a chance to become fruitful. As the plant stays put through its roots, it will now try to absorb the nutrients around it so that it can convert it to food that will fuel its growth. Business must be the same. As a business stays put and focused, it must now look at the opportunities around it and find a way to convert it to something profitable. As the tree continues to grow healthy, it will eventually produce fruits. Friends, fruits are product of abundance. They are naturally byproduct of healthy plants. So pag healthy ang tanim, natural ang bunga. Alam ba nyo that as a farmer, I never focus on the fruit? Kasi naniniwala ako that if I can grow my plant healthy, the fruits will automatically come. The healthier the plants, the more fruits we will produce. And as I was reviewing all of this, I was reminded that a plant will bear fruit only in the proper season, sa tamang panahon. And as I was meditating on this truth, I realized something very important, that a plant will bear fruit regardless of the season. What does that mean? Alam ba nyo na ang tanim, hindi niya naiintindihan na may El Nino or La Nina? Meaning, maski may drought around it, as long as the farmer can give it water, it will grow and produce fruit. Hindi rin niya alam na nagkaroon ng earthquake sa isang lugar o nagkaroon ng bagyo sa palibot niya. Alam niya pag tinulungan siya ng farmer, pwede pa rin siya mamunga. However, there will be times when the plant will experience severe calamity na pwede niyang ikamatay. How will it survive? Have you seen a picture like this? Yung puno na putol? Pero later, merong umusbong na bagong shoots. Ang tanong, saan galing yung shoot na yon? As I was contemplating on my situation, I discovered that a plant's ability to survive calamities depends on the strength of its roots. So as I was learning all of these things, I decided to evaluate what we were doing so that we can apply the basics in order to advance. Salamat for watching this video. Sana may natutunan ka. Kung meron kang natutunan, meron sana akong isang request sa iyo. I will not ask you to subscribe to my channel because hindi ko naman taga-goal ang sumikat. Ang gusto ko lang makatulong. So kung merong natulong tong video na to sa'yo, ang request ko, i-share mo sa kamag-anak mo o sa kaibigan mo. Help me help them. Sana together we can improve this world. I hope to see you in my other videos. So salamat.